Of you wondering who I am, my name is Michael Birch. I come from the Garden Hill First Nation. I'm a very, very proud member of the Island Lake community. And the big reason why that I decided to put my name in running for the PC party is that I originally started out by wanting to do economic development, and I wanted to start out by building a road. Do you know how important it is to build a road in those northern communities? We've been hearing about a road for 60 years and nothing has happened. I've been a storekeeper. I started my first business when I was 15 years old, and I've never worked for anybody. And what I'm really concerned about was when I went up there, when you see, say, a prime example, a bottle 2-liter being $17 at a northern store, not that I'm pushing soft drinks, but it gives you an idea of the cost of doing business up there. But along the way of going to the communities and visiting the people, I found that there was a bigger problem getting the road. The cost of flying out is enormous, and it's so tough on everybody. And our communities have got so much to give in resources for the future and tourism that you've never seen before. So Keewatinook is the area that I represent, but along the way of when I started door knocking, I found a bigger problem. The meth crisis and the addiction is something that I've never seen before. It was amazing. It was just absolutely amazing how many people are on it up north, and we need to do something about it. And hopefully today's announcement is a small step of going forward and a small step of what I call reconciliation in a roundabout way. You know, and I grew up there, and I just want to say a little bit in my language. So that important language, I brought my mom today. I love you, Mom. I asked her to be here today. I love you very much. Thank you for being my support in all of this. And I also want to say that I want to thank our Premier. Like, I can't believe it. The first day of campaigning, I called you, Premier, can you come up to my ground up in Island Lake? Without a heartbeat, she did. We weren't greeted by hundreds of people. We were greeted by thousands of people. We met with elders when we got off the plane in Wassigamak. That was really something. It's just making me got goosebumps doing this, thinking about it. We went to St. Teresa Point. It was a beautiful moment. We were treated with absolute respect. And then the final boat ride to my hometown, my home community, Garden Hill, is something I will never forget for the rest of my life. When we were greeted by thousands of people to walk up to my community, and I said, this is my town. You'll be okay. We'll be safe. And she says, I know we will. So, and we were. It was a very historic time. So, without further ado, I want to thank you. This is a really big announcement that we have for our people. I want to thank everybody for being here today. And I admire you, Premier, and thank you very much.
Well, thank you to you, Mike, and for putting your name on the ballot and really making sure that your community after October 3rd is going to be well represented as you, as the MLA. So thank you, Mike. I want to thank Chief Easter. I want to thank also Elder Ledoux for that beautiful opening prayer, and as well as the Red Cree drumming group for beautiful drum song that marched us in here today. Thank you so much. I do want to recognize Grand Chief Garrison Satie and representatives from Quest who are here with us today. I think this is an exciting announcement today, which is really a true partnership in us moving forward. And I'm just so incredibly honored to be here with these incredible people today. So we're here in downtown Winnipeg to talk about how a government can work with First Nations to tackle very real and very important issues. Now more than ever, we must focus on collaborative relationships to move us forward and to help people get their lives back when it comes to addictions. Suffering from an addiction affects every aspect of an addict's life. They become isolated from friends and from family. They often lose their jobs, and many become homeless. And the unfortunate reality is that as some of our population's most vulnerable people, those suffering from addictions are often the victims of horrific crimes. Community safety starts with helping our most vulnerable people. And today I'm proud to share how Progressive Conservatives will help do just that. We know that recovery happens when individuals struggling with addictions feel that they're supported. Quest, who we're here with today, is a First Nations-led addictions recovery program for First Nations people. They are focused not just on helping people recover, but helping them get their lives back. Reconnecting them with their culture, their families, and their loved ones. The leadership at Quest and Progressive Conservatives want the same thing. We want to see First Nations people prosper. We must work together to solve complex problems with community-based solutions. And that's why a re-elected Progressive Conservative government will provide up to $10 million in capital funding towards the Quest Health Recovery Centre. This facility plans to include 180 mixed gender addictions treatment beds for both on and off reserve First Nation clients in a culturally sensitive 12-week program which is focused on the evolving needs and preferences of the First Nation community. The Quest Health Recovery Centre also plans to offer second stage treatment beds, which will allow for longer-term treatment of addictions patients with a soft landing place back in the community. By providing First Nations people with an option that takes culture and tradition into the equation, it can help put them on that path to recovery and help them get back to their families and their loved ones where we know they want to be. This will prevent tragedies that too often take the lives of First Nations and Indigenous people. We have already started on this path with other programs that we have invested in. We have funded over 1,600 addictions treatment spaces, and we were the first government in Manitoba to build rapid access to addictions medicine facilities in our province that is helping those people get people the recovery that they need to help them get off their addictions. Progressive Conservatives are focused on making our communities healthier, stronger, and safer for all Manitobans. This is just a start of what I know will be a very positive program for our community. And I'm excited to play a small part in that success. The real heroes here today are the leadership at Quest. Their advocacy and their vision is helping us guide a path forward to more safety, to help our most vulnerable, and the cultural connection that so many people are in need of. I am truly amazed by the hard work and dedication and the love they have for their community. I hope this offers many people hope and opportunity for years to come. We are all Manitobans, and we must come together to make sure that nobody is left behind. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here for this exciting announcement today.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I want to invite this really unique gentleman that I've idolized for so many years. Real engine driver in his community, economic development to a whole new level, because this has always been my journey. 29 years of being chief, which is unheard of in this province. I want to call up Chief Clarence Easter. Please, come up. Thank you.
Tanse, good day. My name is Clarence Easter, and I'm the chief of the Chemawawin Cree Nation. A little introduction of who I am and where I come from. I'm a residential school survivor. I'm a fisherman, I'm a trapper, I'm a hunter, and I've been a permanent resident of Chemawawin, except for the years when I was removed from my community and sent to residential school. The day I boarded a bus to residential school, I was told to go learn to read and write, then come back and help us. That's what I've been doing to the best of my ability to this day. I've always strove to help my family, my friends, my neighbors, my community members, to build our community after what we've been through. In addition to that, I'm now focused on health, healing, and unity as people. That is why Quest Health exists today. For the past 12 years, we are focusing on facilitating access to our accommodation facility, which you see back there, obtaining better access to pharmaceutical support through our pharmacy, which is over there, and providing health services to our members in the city clinic, and our partnering communities through Quest Health Clinic in partnership with 3 other communities. Now we bring about our recovery center plans to continue on the path of healing and wellness. We've been in the works for years. Even before COVID did expose the severity of substance and addictions prevalent in our communities that we're challenged with. Our recovery center is based in Winnipeg with significant in-community presence with continued programming through our soft landing facilities to be developed in partnership with individual First Nations throughout Manitoba. We developed this solution in order to be effective and produce sustainable long-term health outcomes. First Nations of Manitoba require a model that's trauma-informed, decolonizing, culturally responsive, and integrates both evidence-based Western treatment medicine as well as traditional wisdom, cultural, and ways of knowing from our local Indigenous community. Quest Recovery Center, or QRC, is an Indigenous-owned and operated organization that's deeply committed to supporting communities in achieving a greater health and wellness innovation and equitable opportunities. And we, Quest Recovery Center, welcome the support. The Naskumun, Egosi.
Thank you, Chief. That was fantastic. Thank you for being here. Very powerful.